Welcome to Line and Crime. We're continuing our discussion on mental health, and we are excited about our special guest, the lovely and talented Miss Elena Shaw. Welcome.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a couple icebreaker questions, just to see, what is your favorite R&B and hip hop band?
Not a band, but Alicia Keys.
Okay.
Definitely one of my top artists. She is amazing, vocalist and pianist, and I admire her so much. I love playing her music. I even thought about playing it today, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna play something classical.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. And that was actually gonna be my next question. Can you play your favorite people?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can, yeah.
Okay.
We mainly play hip hop and orchestra, and or hip hop and R&B, and we mainly play black artists. And my favorite happens to be black artists, but yeah. So we play Alicia Keys, Rihanna, TLC, Coolio, lots of throwbacks, new stuff too. Waka Flocka Flame. So yeah, and he was just here, so I didn't get to meet him, but Casey, our violinist, actually was like this close to him. Yeah, it was pretty cool. She got a video and everything. Yeah.
So, when you were a child, was playing the viola your dream career? If not, what was?
So I honestly didn't really have a dream career. Like, I just knew that I wanted to play in general. I never thought that I would make it into a career. I never thought I was good enough. I had very low self-esteem, so I did it for fun. I never thought that it was gonna amount to what it is now. Like, I literally never could have imagined having La Primavera strings and getting to play these like specially curated events. And when I was a child, I almost even picked up a different instrument because I only knew the violin. And my teacher was like, well, there's a lot of students that are choosing violin. Would you want to maybe try the viola? And I was like, okay. And that's how I got into viola. And I never put it down. I mean, I took a few years off from playing, but I kept picking it back up for little things here and there. And yeah, it just ended up turning into a career. I never really imagined that it could have been that way. Yeah.
Wow. So it was one of those instruments that just kept calling your name in a sense, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome. Was your family supportive of your career choice? And how has it affected your mental health emotionally?
So my family is extremely supportive. Both of my parents have been to countless concerts, and so have my friends and the rest of my family. If I don't see anyone that is in my family in the crowd, there is something wrong, because they are always there for me. So they are very supportive of me, and I thank them for pushing me to continue doing this, because every time I have a break, they're like, when is your next concert? We really want to see you play. And that kind of makes me think like, oh, I need to pick it up and plan something, But yeah, and I also have a really supportive fiance, my partner, Alyssa. She last night she drove in with me hours before the show, set up, and she acted as the manager. Really made sure everyone had water and made sure everyone had their meal tickets, and she's literally the manager. So she's the most supportive person in my life right now, besides my parents.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Music can provide a safe space for individuals to explore and process emotions, whether through listening, creating, or engaging in musical activities.
That's a blessing.
It is.
That's a blessing.
So, can you share a personal experience where music helped you cope with depression, stress, or anxiety?
Absolutely. So, I actually took several years off from playing. I was really depressed. It kind of just progressed over time too, because when I met Alyssa, I was really great but unstable. And it kind of came to like a peak where I ended up being so depressed, so anxious that I needed to like take a break from work and just fully commit to therapy and treatment. And the reason why I started playing again is because Alyssa said, you need to take your viola, sit down and play it. She put my instrument in our nice little sunroom, put a chair in there for me, and was like, you need to play. And that's how I got through that depression, is just playing and listening to music. And that's how I ended up starting with Primavera Strings, is because I felt like a calling almost, because I felt like my life was turning around, like I was getting the help I needed, and there was something missing that I didn't have before, and it was the music aspect of my life. Like, I had let it go because I was so depressed. You know, you just kind of stop doing the things you love when you're not feeling right. So that's what happened, but it basically like brought me back to life. That's what music has done for me, and it's just like in ways that you can't even describe with words. So
wow, that's actually ironic that you're saying that, because that's like the follow-up to my next question.
Yeah.
How do you think music can be used as a tool for emotional expression and healing?
Yeah, so like I said,
You pretty much just answered it.
yeah, it's like honestly, music doesn't have to be expressed through words at all. It's emotions, literally.
It really is.
Yeah, and melodies, and it is powerful and uplifting, and it brings people together. It, you know, creates community, which is something that, you know, brings me a lot of purpose and joy, and brings a lot of other people joy and meaning to their life. So that's definitely how it impacts mental health. It, you know, really gets you through hard times. It even uplifts you through the good times. So it's just a really powerful tool in life, just listening to music. And honestly, the most inspired that I've ever been is at a live music concert. You know, like I think of all these other ideas because I'm at somebody else's show. I'm like, oh man, I need to do this, I need to do that.
Inspiring,
yeah, it's inspiring, and like that's just how it works for me. Like when I listen to music, I think of my creative mind just like flows. So that's how it really helps me mentally.
How does playing with the quartet impact your mental well-being, and do you find that music brings people together in a way that supports mental health?
Absolutely. When I'm with my group, it is just, it's incredible what you can do through music and connecting with other people. It builds friendships, it builds businesses.
Yes.
We're thinking of all these different ideas together because we're playing this music, and we just want to see how far it goes. And it is super impactful on my mental health, like not only in a good way but also negatively, because it's stressful, you know, running a business. But all in all, like it is really rewarding.
It brings balance.
Yeah, it does bring balance. Like no matter how stressful it gets, once we start playing on stage, like nothing else matters, and it just brings me so much joy. Like I cry on stage most of the time.
Really?
I did it last night.
I'm gonna start looking for that now. Like if I come to any of your future
You're
shows,
gonna see me tearing up a little bit.
I'm gonna be looking for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. And those are tears of joy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Tears of joy.
I love it. So, we are aware that some of the members of your quartet offer music lessons for children and adults. How beneficial can learning to play an instrument be to the self-esteem and confidence within?
So it is just so rewarding. Being able to achieve learning an instrument in itself is just really empowering, to be able to learn something new in general, but to learn how to play an instrument is on the next level. Like the level of achievement that you feel is incredible. I remember when I first learned how to play viola and I learned how to read the music, I felt so good about myself, and I don't know, I just kind of grew as a person too, because it builds a lot of strength.
Yeah, I can attest to that. It's like learning a new language.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And you know, it's like even now, because we're getting piano lessons.
Oh yeah, Casey.
Yes, Casey, shout out.
Shout out to Casey.
Shout out Casey. You know what I'm saying? But when she was teaching us, I was like, it was like I had dyslexia.
Yes.
Okay? Dyslexia when I was reading the music. And then it's like, as she was teaching us, it's like the words were just, it started making, like I could see it better. You know, so it's almost like being inducted to a secret society of musicians.
It is.
You know, and it's like, yeah, we're the cool guys. You can't read the music, but we play the music that you guys jam to.
Yeah.
And then
We control the mood of the room.
Yes, and then it's so simple, but we learned how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yes.
And we felt so proud.
That's how it starts, though. You gotta start small.
Yes. Like I can't wait to get her back because I know you guys are busy. You guys are like all
she's
over,
on
and
tour.
I'm so happy to see you guys. Like, you guys are so awesome. Like, we went to your hip hop concert, and oh man, it was like I was
It kind of brought tears to our eyes.
literally, like it was just a remake of what we already experienced with you guys. So,
It felt remarkable.
Yeah, it was on y'all's wedding was the littest we've ever played at.
I
It was the
appreciate
best wedding by far.
I appreciate it, and you know, you like you make us feel exclusive because I don't be knowing stuff. You be like, yo, listen, boom, boom, boom. And, I'm like, what? We going to the underground? We going down at the, you know. So I love it. I love it. What you're doing.
Music can help regulate mood, reduce feelings of sadness, and even help individuals cope with grief.
How was your experience as a musician influence your personal growth and self-awareness?
So, as a musician, I've had to learn how to market myself, build a brand. I've had to learn new music. I've had to learn new techniques as a musician, and I've also had to learn how to even get my LLC and just small things like that. So like, it's been a challenge, but it's definitely helped me grow as a person and as a businesswoman, just doing what I do as a musician. And it's crazy, you just end up wearing so many different hats. When you are a musician, you're not just playing music, like you also have to learn sound. When you play with like a speaker, you have to learn how to balance the sound with multiple instruments, and you have to kind of learn the lingo too, because, you know, before I became a musician, I had no idea what a 1/4-inch cable was, or XLR, or any of that stuff, in-ear monitors, like who knows what that is. I had to learn all that. So, what is the most memorable moment in your career to date? Honestly, even though I was in high school, it's definitely playing at Carnegie Hall. I know, right? It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and we got to do it in high school. So, yeah, that's probably the highlight of my career.
That is amazing.
Can't think of anything else that could top it off besides my wedding coming up.
Are we gonna get an invite?
Yeah.
Y'all heard that, right?
We hold people accountable on this show.
Right. Accountability is a big thing here. So we got like a little humor for you right now. You know, I mean, granted, we've been joking and laughing this whole segment, but you know what? I'm gonna let you say this one because you've been practicing this one. It's a little, you know, jokey joke.
Try to have fun. So, is there like an underground viola world where y'all have battles who can see who plays the best, like, you know, rap battles or like hoop challenges or whatever?
Honestly, no, but when I think of that, what comes to mind is open mic, because some people can be really competitive, and I'm like, this is a safe space. This is not meant to be a competition. I'm like,
so even in even in that world, it's competitive. Like there's
because the purpose of open mic, you know, is usually to scout talent, and everyone is trying to get these paid gigs. Open mic is not a paid gig, but it's a chance for you to showcase your talent in front of people who might hire you. So it is like a sense of competition.
It's a way to get paid.
Yes.
It's we looking for jobs, and
Yes.
I'm gonna
but,
out
you know, some
violin
people
you.
are there truly just to enjoy the music and to play for fun. That's usually what my purpose of doing it is. But I also know going into it that, you know, the people that are hiring for the same place during a different night that are for paid gigs are going to be there. So, you know, we're obviously on our best behavior and we play our best.
Oh, wow.
Music can help alleviate pain and discomfort, potentially by reducing the perception of pain.
So, before practice, do you like have to like work your fingers out, or do your fingers ever get tired? Or
Honestly, my wrist hurt, my back hurts. Like one of the Symphonicity concerts that I played, my back hurts so bad because I'm sitting up straight at the edge of my seat, playing for hours at a time, no break.
what if you have to pee?
You gotta hold it. Huh?
You gotta hold it, and I've had that issue too.
Until
And I've
break.
almost gotten up from the stage and gone to the bathroom, but I made it in time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. See, and that was what my next question was also going to be. What is the most important body part on a viola play? I know the pianist. Did I say that right?
Pianist.
The pianist is his hands, his fingers. You know, that's the most important thing. But what is it that's most important? Is it the fingers? Is it the wrist? Is it the back? Is it the neck to chin ratio?
Honestly, I think it's shoulders, because you gotta hold, a viola is naturally heavier than a violin, so you gotta have a lot of strength in your shoulders, and just even moving your bow, like you have to have good mobility in your arms, and obviously dexterity of your fingers is great. Honestly, on just your left hand, you don't have to really worry about your right hand because you don't use your fingers.
Right.
You just use it to bow. But yeah, there's definitely a huge need for strength in your shoulders. 'Cause holding it up is heavy.
Wow.
Yeah. And some days when I'm playing for a long time, I get home.
Yeah.
Shoulder hurts.
So massages are crucial,
Yes.
essential.
Right.
Essential.
Honestly, I've gone to the chiropractor just for playing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of lined up.
I definitely need to get some massages in the future because, yeah, it's a lot on your body to play for a long time and multiple times a week. It adds up, so it's a lot of wear and tear on your body.
Yeah. That was not the answer that I was expecting. I did not expect shoulders to be the
Yeah,
highlight.
I would.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people get like arthritis of the wrists because you're doing so much like with your wrist. You're turning it a lot, and it's unnatural for your wrist to be in that position for a long time. So a lot of people retire based on them having arthritis in the wrist. Yeah.
So prematurely.
Yes. Actually, my other viola player, she wears a brace sometimes because she has arthritis in her wrist. It's very common.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being
Thank you so
here
much
with
for
us
being
today.
here. Yeah, thank you so much for having us. I mean, I feel like we said it so much.
And thank you so much for sharing your story about mental health and wellness. We really appreciate you for being here today and for opening up. Thank you so much for doing so. Thank you.
And also educating our viewers on how mental health and music plays a part in everyday life.
Yes.
You know, that was pretty awesome. And teaching us about the shoulder. You know,
there's a lot that goes into it.
Yes. Thank you for educating us. Thank you. So, can you describe or play a piece that evokes strong emotions in you and why?
Yeah. So I will be playing the Swan from the Carnival of Animals. It is a piece of elegance and peace, but also melancholy. So you'll hear that theme in the piece that I play. can follow us on Instagram at La Primavera Strings. Also on Facebook is La Primavera Strings. Our website is www.laprimaverastringsva.com.
So until next time, people, I want to also give a shout out to our sponsors, the Gifted Enterprises, which is a mental health agency in the Hampton Roads area.
And The Holiday Boys, a creation of teachable lessons for children, written and created by me.
Until next time, people.